Hey guys, I'm back with my eighth video. This is probably going to be the longest of my videos, uh, for now anyway. I mean, if things go good and I can produce some good art, I'm going to try and make the best videos possible. Anyway, the art in this video is inspired by my friend's comic idea that he wanted me to draw. Uh, the best way to describe it is 0% historical and 100% satire of American history. We were doing a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure parody, but with the United States presidents. And started off, we needed Washington, so that's who our main focus here is in the middle. Um, and coming up with Washington, I wasn't really sure what to do. I didn't want to do like, uh, the normal depiction of the coat and all that. I thought that would be pretty boring for something that's supposed to be based off of JoJo, where costume designs are all over the place and incredibly varied. So, yeah, and over here we have either the first or second attempt at drawing Benjamin Franklin. I don't fully remember. It's been a while since we were able to sit down and work on the comic. Um, and of course, here comes. Oh no, not yet. Uh, the third character I draw over here in the corner is my favorite by far. Um, and coming up with it, we were like, we need something that really makes this comic stick out. And like, well, what can we play with? And I don't know how, but we wound up with Velociraptor, and the Velociraptor is Thomas Jefferson. Um, I don't really know how. Like I said, don't really know how we got there, but we got there, and we ended up telling this idea to a buddy of ours, and we were told it sounds just like Part Seven of JoJo, Steel Ball Run, and yeah, a lot of it does sound like Steel Ball Run, which one of the better ones I think. Just when things finally started getting away from the main Joestar family and going off the track more in strange and weird ways. If you haven't read that one yet, do it. It's so good. Um, so yeah, we worked on this probably about 2 years trying to get the ideas out, characters designed, plot, all that fun stuff. But with everything that's happened stateside over the last 6, 7 years, um, we decided it wasn't really the right time for this comic. But um, there was that movie that came out on Netflix, America the Motion Picture, which I saw and I absolutely loved. I'm like, wow, they did everything that we wanted to do in such a short amount of time, and it was a little discouraging. Sorry about that sound. I have a script here that I'm following very loosely. Um, um, yeah, so when I was trying to come up with an idea for what my next video could be, I wasn't really sure what to do. So I asked a friend of mine, and he told me, "Why don't you just draw Washington again?" I'm like, I could do that. It's been quite a while since I last drew him, and with today being President's Day and all that, when this video goes live, at least, um, I thought, oh, that's awesome because we were going to call the comic President's Day. So why not just do it and launch the video on President's Day? So it was just kind of a happy coincidence. Um, Previously, I did try recording a video, not video. Previously, I did try recording audio with the other gentleman behind the idea of this comic, but we just couldn't get it to work or sound nice or anything like that. So here I am re-recording it myself, unfortunately. Uh, we are going to figure out what to do so I can get him back in, uh, back into creative mode with me, so we can create all kinds of weird and dumb stuff to draw. It's, that's kind of what I'm all about, is drawing dumb things for the sake of it. Anyway, so yeah, after I got the idea, I did a rough sketch after I got off work last night. Did like 9.5 hour shift. It's not fun working at a gas station when you got to fill propane, but you got to do what you got to do for your rent money. Um, yeah, and then did the sketch, and then I was laying down. It's like, I don't want to lose this momentum. So like 12 o'clock, I got in front of my computer and just hit record. Well, I opened Clip Studio and just got to it. I did do this all in one sitting. I'm probably not going to do that again. Um, well, at least not on nights where I worked. That was a bad idea on my part. I didn't fall asleep until like 10 or 8, 9, something like that. Then I woke up later because wanted to watch the what was it? The Elimination Chamber, WWE. Yeah. Um, but anyway, that's off topic. So, like I said, sat down, spent like 5.5 hours drawing this, start to finish. Um, so, back to the story that we had going on. Basically, it starts at the Boston Tea Party, where American forces are tossing over tea, and Benedict Arnold finds a chest with royal black tea in it. Then he sprinkles a little bit of that tea onto his tongue, and he passes out. Then out of nowhere, George Washington comes in. He picks him up, throws him on his back, arm hanging over um, the shoulder, other arm around the waist, tied together, legs tucked up by his waist. And then Washington's running through Boston, taking him back to the hideout and all that. Just a nice little stroll through Boston. Anyway, and then when they get back to the hideout, he takes Benedict Arnold up into the bedroom at the base and lays him in bed, tucks him down, and plops down a teddy bear that's dressed up just like George Washington. And then he leaves. And then a couple minutes later, we see Arnold just sweating and tossing and turning, all that. And then he focuses on the teddy bear, and he sees this black ooze pouring out of the eyes of the teddy bear, forming a humanoid shape. It says, "You drank my tea." And then we cut back to Washington, who's rallying his troops and preparing for war. In the background, we hear people protesting and saying that can't be the only way. And then out of the silence, we hear a roar like a dinosaur. And that's when we got back to Washington saying Jefferson's right. Then we reveal that Thomas Jefferson's the velociraptor. And that's as far as we got before life just got in the way. And yeah. Eventually, it would have been shown that Arnold becomes a speedster style villain, having gained power from the black tea. And then Washington would have eventually gained like a form change from the tea that would have been a half human, half bald eagle. Yeah, we were really going for it. So the tea would have acted as a kind of a parallel to the arrow from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But hopefully sometime soon we can try and start the comic over. Um, and I know it's probably not going to be coming out anytime soon with everything going on and us in our location just getting rid of our mask mandate. We're probably going to be spending a lot of time doing our own things outside again. Uh, I, for one, am really happy that I'm going to be able to go to cons again. Like, I haven't been to a convention since, oh, it's been about 2 years. I just remembered I went to one, like, legit February of 2020. So, it's been 2 years now. I forgot about that one. It's super small. Um, yeah, cosplay, hanging out with my friends, that kind of thing. That's gonna take a huge priority in my life when I'm able to start doing it again. Um, yeah. So the uh, the other guy who came up with the idea, I don't want to drop names unless they're okay with me dropping the names. I didn't really ask. Um, I'll just call him by his screen name. Uh, Giga, um, and I have a whole bunch of other dumb ideas that we've drawn together, or that he's come up with that I've drawn. No, I just do it because they sound so dumb. It's like who else would? Um, and ultimately, I've been fascinated by what's been going on with like the Drawfee channel since uh, forever ago. I don't remember the first time I saw one of their videos. Probably like 2017, 2018, something like that. So I've been trying to do something like that for the past couple of years since I've had a lot of free time and I got my drawing tablet. I wanted to get good at digital art, and hopefully I'm getting there. So here I'm doing a color pick directly from a comic page from the Steel Ball Run manga. I figure if it's so close to it anyway, let's just borrow the colors and go from there. Um, for some of you eagle-eyed art people out there that might be watching and wondering why I'm not just using an autofill tool, I tried. For some reason, it wouldn't let me. It would just select the whole page, even though I used a vector layer, and I tried my best to close my lines, but for some reason, it just wouldn't let me pick individual spots. So I had to go in and do hand painting. There's one spot coming up in a little while where it does let me um, do autofill. I'm not sure why it let me do it there, but nowhere else. Yeah. I had something else written down here. Um, oh yeah. I just recently rebooted my computer and updated all my firmware and software and all that for my microphone, so I'm hoping it sounds better. Looking at my audio recording software, it seems like I'm not peaking the microphone, so hopefully that's great. Uh, yeah. Um, so I don't know why, but like I I love drawing dinosaurs. I never thought I would. There's just something so cool about like being able to get like this ferocious animal in a cool pose that it shouldn't be. Like going back to my friend having stupid ideas, I literally drew a T-Rex riding on a motorcycle with a monkey and a minigun in the sidecar. And I'm like, why did I draw that? Oh yeah, because it's fun to draw dinosaurs. Um, yeah, that one was actually going to be one of our first videos together, but it didn't work out. Just yeah. I mean, maybe we could try it again, but I don't want to draw it for a third time. Uh, oh yeah, here you're going to notice a huge mistake that I make that I don't realize until later on. Like This is probably like at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., something like that when I'm doing the coloring. And there it is. So yeah, like I said, probably like 5.5 hours straight of just me doing this after a full day of work. Looking at it was like, oops. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I'm not really sure what else to say. I guess this art style is a little bit different than my other videos that I've made. Um, Little more adult anime than cartoony. It's just I do have a wide range of skill. I'm not really used to talking about my skill level or anything, but it's just I'm not used to drawing on a tablet, so I've been just drawing like really round, soft shapes because I'm not very confident yet. And I think this project here really helped me kind of get out of my comfort zone when it comes to project wise. Yeah. Um, Now I'm just picking random colors because I didn't really have a reference for uh, Benjamin Franklin's clothing, so I just went out of imagination, tried to make things look good. Um, Noticed the orange, the green, and the purple. Like, oh, them some Joker colors. So, yeah. Then no idea what I was doing here for the hair. Just picked a random color again, but kind of like this dirty blondish color. Uh, yeah. Um, oh man, I guess I should have worked on my script a little bit longer or tried to condense this video to a smaller time. But, you know, still learning. Um, the video editing software I'm using, I'm not really a fan of. Um, OpenShot video editor. It's free and it doesn't ask you for your phone number or email address when you're downloading it. But I guess I could always create a dummy email address for trying out new programs and all that stuff. Um, yeah. So picked a kind of a lightish brown color for Washington's hair because he had brown hair according to history, which I shouldn't have if we're going completely inaccurate. Maybe maybe like a hot pink or something would have been cool, kind of like Diavolo from Part 5. Sometimes I think I'm a nerd, and I'm right. Yeah, uh, just doing the shading. I like to pick like a purpley gray color because it blends pretty much nice over everything. And then I take a eraser with a soft eraser with the opacity turned way down low, the hardness turned way down low. Here I'm just making up a background because I didn't think of one. Um, just doing the colors nice and easy and going from there. But yeah, some cleanup and just a little bit more here, and it's almost done. Uh, yeah, I definitely feel a little bit more comfortable working with my tablet after this whole thing. Sometimes it's just good to sit down and just do something, even if you don't know what you're doing. You will by the end of it. I can guarantee that. Uh, doesn't always mean on a professional level, even if it's just like a little bit learned. You still learn something and you know what you're doing later on when you come back to it. Yeah, not really sure what else to say, but yeah, we're almost done with the video here. Just a couple seconds left, and then you'll see the final image there.